Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Cha-Cha Music Review Podcast.
Cha-Cha Music Review Podcast.
Cha-Cha Music Review Podcast.
Gotta get it.
This is not Cha Music Review Podcast.
Cha-Cha Music Review Podcast.
Cha-Cha Music Review Podcast.
Cha-Cha Music Review Podcast.
Baby, let's go.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and members of the Cha-Cha Nation. You already know my name is Afis aka your musical plug, creator of the Energy Force, and also an award-winning podcaster. Welcome to another episode of the Cha-Cha Let's Talk Music series on the best music podcast in Africa, Cha-Cha Music Review Podcast. Today I will be talking about something very, very different. I'm sure you must have seen, the name of the topic, on the flyers. But before I go into what I'm going to get into, I'm not alone on this episode. I have a very good friend of mine. And without wasting much of your time, let me allow her to introduce herself.
Hello, Cha-Cha Nation. Hello, Hafiz Nova. Long time no see. This is your girl, Helena Nelson, also known as Yanenwen. And as you know, I am an actor, I am a voice actor, I'm a content creator. It's so nice to be here on the Cha-Cha show.
Like I said, it's going to be an interesting conversation we are going to have. But before we go into the conversation, let me give this. Please, this conversation is strictly 21. It is going to be full of expletive content. So I beg, if you be small picking way they listen to this right now, please just turn it off and go. I don't want to hear that it is Hafiz Nova that corrupted you. Please, I don't want.
Please end this podcast right now. If you know that you are not up to 21, please, for God's sake. Thank you very much. God bless everybody. God bless Nigeria.
All right. So a couple of days ago, I was having this conversation with a friend. Not like a conversation, more like a request. He chatted me and I was like, "Yo, Hafiz Nova, do you have, like a sexual playlist that, I can play?" And in my mind, I'm like, sexual playlist? Sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean by a sexual playlist? And I was like, those kind of songs that you put together and, you put the girl in the mood and all of that. I'm like, whoa, that's a thing. Sorry, it doesn't work for me, or I've never tried it before. So I don't know what kind of song, to recommend to you. And it just came into my head. I mean, we all talk about how, music is connected to everything. So what is the relationship between sex and music? And that is what we'll be talking about today. So Helena, let me ask you this. What is your take on, let's even forget before we start talking about creating a sexual playlist. Now, what is it about, sex and music? Do you feel it is something that work hand in hand? Does it work for you, or it's not your thing?
So for me, sex and music can be connected, is connected, right? But it depends on the flow, it depends on the person, it depends on the conversations you've had before, like you got to that person's space and then the person started playing music. For example, if a guy is toasting me and I go to his house, like he's toasting me, but he has not told me that, we should have sex and all of that. And me, I don't have any intentions of having sex. And then I go to his house and he's playing sex music. It's not going to affect me in any way. I'm not going to want to feel like, I want to have sex with the guy or fuck him. No, I'm just not. Like, I may think that this guy is trying to fuck me, but it's not going to turn me on and make me want to grab him and tear his clothes and rush him. No. Sure you get. So it doesn't really work for me unless there's been previous conversation. I have a sexual playlist, which is something that I use from time to time with, my partner or partners. But aside the fact that, we already have an established relationship or situationship, it doesn't really work for me at all. I don't know if it works for other girls.
Okay. All right, so now let's paint this scenario whereby you and the guy, you already had this argument that, okay, babes, you know what? If you come over today, we are knacking. So now you've gotten over and you're in the guy's house and he starts playing this, sexual playlist that he has created. Now, what exactly does those songs, what does it do to you? Is it that the moment he starts playing those songs, you all of a sudden begin to be in the move and you begin to spread your legs and you begin to get wet. What exactly does those songs do to you when you already have that conversation out? We go knock and you enter a house and then begin play songs.
What the songs are doing, it's not the song itself that is doing anything, it's the intentions, the lyrics of the song. Do you get and then whatever the guy is doing around what the song is playing. For example, now if a song is playing, like for example this let's get it on song, you're saying, oh, I've been feeling so good, or okay, no, let me use Sex You Back to Sleep, but that's Chris Brown. Oh, I'm gonna fuck you. So imagine that kind of song, the person saying, oh, they will spread your thighs, eat you like ice cream. These images are very graphic, right? It's kind of like now be imagining that, okay, this guy wants to lick me up like ice cream. It is the thoughts, the intentions behind the lyrics, the music that is playing that is actually making me want to get in the mood, right? And then if the guy now at that point maybe starts trying to give me a foot massage or starts touching me unnecessarily, we are going to get right into it. So the music it's like ambience, it's like sets the environment for the Knacks to be very, very romantic, to feel like it's movie like it's a movie, not like in real life, right? Because I mean, apart from the fact that you won't want your neighbors to be hearing the girl moan or scream or something. Like if you're one of those persons who care, the music is kind of like the ambience. It sets the ball rolling.
Like you said, it's something that sets the ball rolling. And you spoke about, not letting your neighbor hear, which is the other thing I want us to discuss. Because, I mean, I'm saying this, even though I don't have the statistics or I don't have the number, but I can say that at least 75% of every guy at one point in time has played music while they were having sex. Not probably because they wanted to use it to set the mood, but because, let me use myself for example. Now, there are times, or there have been times whereby I want to have sex with a girl and I have to turn up the music because I don't want my neighbors to hear what is going to go down. I don't want somebody to now come and start knocking on my door. No kill am, I don't want stuff like that. So the question is, does the level of the music, now I'm talking about the volume of the music, does it have anything to do? Because, again, it's supposed to be sex. It's supposed to be something of intimate, so you can say, oh, the volume of the music should be, it shouldn't be too loud. It should just be mid, something you both can just, again, like you were painting a picture, like a movie, it to be like a soundtrack. It to just begin underneath. So does the volume of the music, does it really matter? Is it about, the higher the volume, the higher the intensity, or the lower the volume, the higher the intensity?
Oh, you ask me, bro, the higher the better, man. Because like imagine somebody is playing some really, really sexy song. Like imagine somebody playing something really sexy and you're actually like fucking and banging to the rhythm of the sound, and the thing is hitting the speakers like dum 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 dum. And you're following the rhythm of dum dum to be, hey, Jesus. Nah, it has to be loud. It has to be.
It has to be loud for you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Except
it's
a love song. Oh, some people confuse love songs and sex songs. Oh, sex song.
Okay.
Must be loud, like so you can feel the ginger, you can feel every chord of the music. Love songs, those are the gentle ones that will be so slow and quiet and peaceful. It's something that is the kind of songs that will lead you to sleep, not necessarily to have sex.
So are you saying that when it comes to sex song, now are you saying that the content matter in terms of sex song must contain, I want to fuck you, I want to maybe kiss you. I mean, not just, maybe I love you, you're the sugar in my tea and stuff like that.
No. Sex songs must be vulgar, like must be very expressive, must be very descriptive. You get sex songs, like with sex songs, you're telling someone what you want to do with their body, how you want them to feel, how you want their legs to shiver, you're explaining like the things you would like to do to them, to make them feel pleasure. It's a whole lot different from, oh baby, I love you, I need you in my life. Right now at this point, I don't care whether you need me in your life or you love me. Just fuck me silly, man. Fuck me silly, man. Shall I go with I love you? No, don't love me now. Like, fuck me now.
See as Yanni just a sweet for my ear. The Cha-Cha Let's Talk music series with Afistanova. Hey God, conversation with the boss break.
Oh my God.
Boss break.
You never spell it.
You don't know now, but I'm gonna tell you something.
Did you get? So you can't be doing, unless the people who prefer, like, of course there are different forms of sex, right? There's some romantics who feel like, if you play an I love you song, then you just be going slow, I love you, then you'll be looking to each other's eyes, and be saying promises. That's not, if you ask me, I won't categorize that as like real proper sex. So because proper sex like this, Hafiz.
Like you rightly said, it also has to be, in the lyrics. The lyrics of the song also, also matter. So, is it safe to say that if the song is not, making your vagina wet and is not making your dick hard, then it is not the folk song?
Yes, it is safe to say that, because a folk song is supposed to inspire wetness or hardness, inspire you to want to actually like put your dick inside somewhere, or spread your legs for to receive some dick or whatever rocks your boat. So if you're not feeling like it, or you're not getting that idea of, oh, I really want to get down when you're listening to a song, then that song is not a folk song.
Now you've set the mood with the old song and all of that, everything don't set, the girl don't off pant, everything don't be ready, the both of you are already into the act. Does the song still play a role at that particular point in time, or your mindset is already focused on what you are receiving, and at that point the song doesn't matter anymore? And at what point does the song stops to matter?
That's a very, very interesting question, because I've thought about it many times. There are times, it depends on the mood, one. It depends on the level of intimacy with the person that you're currently fucking to. And then three, it also depends on the song. There are some songs that you won't even know that you're following the rhythm. Do you understand? You're just going with the flow. You're flowing with whatever song, and especially if you create a playlist, it's just the next song just flows in, and before you know it, you are even coming, like when you're like climaxing, it's at the high point or the highest point of the song. Now, there are also some songs that just fade into the background. That is when like emotions are high, the sexual tension is very high, the energy is like turbulent, is violence, you understand? Like everybody is getting at each other. At that point, everything fades away, the music fades away, the background fades away. In fact, even the bed fades away, because at that point they can do it anywhere. They can decide to shift from the bed and focus on the ground, or decide to. So at that point, nothing else matters but the bodies, the two people who are trying to get at each other's bodies. Yeah, so
now the bodies are now the ones singing the song.
Yes, the bodies are the ones playing the music now.
All right, so I mean, we've been talking about sex and knacks and all of that, and it's going to be unfair for us not to at least recommend some songs for people that that this thing actually work for, or for someone like me now that now I know that sexual playlist is a thing and it sets the mood, and instead of me to start wasting my time and say, oh baby, come on, baby, this song, once I just begin to play the song, she already knows, say, okay, yes, it's about to go down. So can you give us can you give us like maybe 10 to 8 songs that we can add or that we can use to form a sexual playlist?
Okay, so I already started with Fuck You Back to Sleep. That is Chris Brown. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second is going to be Nobody Has to Know by Cranium.
Okay.
Then the entire album of DVSN is very great for Knacks, but I would suggest
Entire album.
yes, so the entire album DVSN. But I would suggest one of the songs, "Do It Well," is very very good.
I mean, even with the title itself, you have to do it well.
Yes, sir. The number 4 song is, of course, The Weeknd, "End It." And of course, for number 5, we have Zayn, that's "Pillow Talk." You know Pillow Talk now. I'm sure you've heard that before. And then the number 6 is going to be "Girls Need Love." That is Summer Walker. Now, this "Girls Need Love," there's a real song and then there's a remix with Drake. The two of them are folk songs. And number 7? Okay, yes. So number 8 is "Good For You," Selena Gomez. Number 9 is "Bed" by Jay Holiday. And number 10 is going to be "Under the Influence" by Chris Brown.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you've mentioned 10 songs, and I want to ask, so is it that Nigerians, they sing folk song, not just love song and dance song they sing? Or, I mean, they used to say that Ramali is the king of singing dirty songs. So none of his song qualifies as folk song.
No, folk song is different from dirty song. If you play Naira Marley for me when you're fucking me, I'll be coming and be going, and you will never see me again. For what now? For what reason? Kilo Shele, like, what did I do to you? Why am I fucking to? I'm coming. Why?
Because they want you to come now.
No, like, come on. Before they come in, there's something that is supposed to. What are you doing to my body to make me come? Are you just putting pennies inside my vagina and expecting me to just come? You've not even said, "Oh, I'm going to be squeezing your boobs. I'm going to kiss your nipples. I'm going to suck your nipples. I'm going to, kiss your ear, speak sweet nothings into your ear." Nothing. You're just saying, "I'm coming. I'm coming." You will come and go in Jesus' name. Can you imagine?
It is well. Before we go, and just to be sure, because I mean, we live in a very, very sensitive world right about now, and we'll be talking about how music sets the mood, how music puts you in the mood. Now, just one question.
Okay.
Because music is setting the mood, or because you want to use music to set the mood, does that classify as consent?
No. That's why we remember when we started talking, and then you asked if when I go to a guy's house and he's already playing like folk songs, if he's going to get me. And I told you that it's not going to get me in the mood, especially if we've not discussed that we're going to be having sex, or there was any indication that we were going to be having sex. It's going to be very irritating and a complete turn off if I was not expecting it and I go to someone's house. Maybe I'm just a casual friend and the next minute he's playing folk songs. I'm going to feel disgusted and I'll probably leave. So playing folk songs is not consent. I would always ask people, plead with people, especially men, to get formal verbal consent from women before they engage in anything sexual or intimate.
Okay.
Because so it's very dicey. Once you come in, you're listening to songs. If you don't get consent, somebody's going to say, "Oh, I didn't say yes, but you just started playing music, and before you know it, you're touching my body." You get it?
I needed us to put that disclaimer there, so they won't say that Afisonova and Helena said once you put music down, everything don't say.
That's not what I said though. See my armpits. Not gonna say Helena. Helena did not do. In short.
Okay, so before we go, I would like you to plug yourself so that people can know what to actually do and how they can connect with you if they want to connect with you.
Okie dokie. Hey. Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Helena Nelson, also known as Yanenwen. And as you know, I am an actor. I am a voice actor. I'm a content creator. I am a trader. I sell colorful beads. I sell fufu and food items, hair liner, hair extensions, and many other things. And you can also reach me for your subtitling gigs, for your voiceover, for your adverts, for your promotions online, for influencing, brand influencing. I am your girl for everything entertainment. If you want the vibes, I got the vibes. So please reach me on all my socials. On Instagram, my private Instagram is @VibeQueen, VYBKWIN. And my Instagram for my business is ArtYanen, which is ArtYanen. And that's for TikTok as well. And you can also find me on Facebook. That's at Helena Nelson or Yanenwen. Yay, that's it. Thank you.
All right, Helena, thank you very, very much for being on the podcast. I really do appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, and members of the Cha-Cha Nation, this is where we are going to end today's topic. Remember, like we said, if this song is not making your dick hard and is not making your vagina wet, then it is not a folk song. So I come your way with another episode. Remember, keep the energy, keep it 100, and keep it positive. Peace out.
Cha-cha time, two time for the cha-cha gang. Give me the cha-cha gang. Rockin' with the best, the cha-cha gang. Give me the cha-cha gang. Alayela with cha-cha gang. Give me the cha-cha gang. What's my body, cha-cha gang. Give me the cha-cha gang, cha-cha gang.
What's in my go?